Students, today we are going to study our second chapter, that's name is transport within the body. So transport simply means to carry anything from one place to another place. Here we have to understand what are the material which are transported within our body. So student, please tell me, what do you eat and drink? Yes, we eat food and drink water, and by breathing we take oxygen. And when oxygen is reached, breakdown of the food is occur, and then they form carbon dioxide gas and energy and water is formed. So this is all, these are also transported within our body. So these are the material: water, food, oxygen, carbon dioxide and waste material are transported within our body. And how these material are transported? So these material are transported with the help of a circulatory system. And circulatory system comprise of three parts: heart, blood vessels and blood. Blood vessels are further of three types: arteries, veins and capillaries. Let's understand all these by one. Let's start with the heart. Heart is made up of muscles. It is a muscular organs. It is about the size of our fist. Fist in Hindi meaning of the fist is mutti, and it is located between the lungs in our chest cavity. Means these are the lungs, and heart is located between the lungs, but it is just slightly toward the left side. And lungs and heart is present in the chest cavity. Chest cavity is a cavity which is formed by our ribs and backbone, and in the lower side it is formed by the diaphragms. So diaphragm, ribs and vertebral column form a cavity. That cavity is called chest cavity. So lungs and heart is present inside the chest cavity. Shape of the heart is conical in shape, and heart pump the blood toward the blood vessels by continuously contraction and relaxation. Heart contract then relax, contract then relax. This is called heartbeat. By the contraction and relaxation, heart pump the blood toward blood vessels. Next component of the circulatory system are blood vessels. Blood vessels are three types: arteries, veins and capillaries. Simply, arteries carry oxygenated blood from heart to body. Veins carry deoxygenated blood from body to heart. Arteries always carry oxygenated blood. Veins always carry deoxygenated blood. Except the one artery which carry deoxygenated blood, that is pulmonary artery. These are deep-seated and thick-walled and narrow lumen. Deep-seated means they are present in below the below the skin, and they are thick-walled and narrow lumen. Our veins have thin walls and wide lumens. Arteries are further divided, then they form thin tubes. They are called capillary. Arteries are divided into network of thin tubes. They are called capillary. Capillary are present in the lungs, intestine and our body parts. Functions of the capillary help to in the exchange of gases, nutrient and waste. Capillaries join to form veins. Veins conduct the blood from body to heart. So this is all about the blood vessels. Now next component of the circulatory system is blood. So students, blood is a red color substance which is flow inside the blood vessel. Blood is red in color due to presence of hemoglobin pigment. Blood has two components, plasma and blood cells. Plasma is the liquid part of the blood. It is about 50 to 55% of the blood. And second component, blood cell. Blood cells are three types: red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. Red blood cells are red in color due to presence of the hemoglobin, and hemoglobin function is to conduct oxygen, carbon dioxide from our one place to another place, from lungs to all the body parts. And white blood cells, RBC, are also called leukocytes. They produce immunity in our body. They produce antibody. With the help of antibody we fight with the different disease. And platelets Platelets help in the blood clotting, means when there is cut in our skins, blood is come out. After some time, the bleeding is stopped. It is due to platelets. So this is all about the circulatory system. So students, please try to understand all these contents and learn it. Thank you.